Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hyde from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for the week. What have we got ahead for us all this week? Now, this is going to be for all signs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a general reading at first, so for all signs, and then I'm going to just clarify it for each star sign. So if you don't watch the first bit, you won't get what I'm going on about for the other bit. So for the other bits for the star signs, you might want to check your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, and maybe your Venus sign as well if you're interested in the relationship stuff. You can also cross-watch for others as well to find out what your friends, your loved ones, what's going on for them. It might help you to understand what's going on for them. So let's do this. Let's find out what is going on in the general energy. Now, I do a daily show live here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. I'd love to see you there. I channel even more messages for the collective every day. I do mini reads in there as well. So for donation, you can have a mini read, get your questions answered by your higher self. There's a great group of people in there. I would love to have you in there too. 7 a.m. Bangkok time. I set them up well in advance, so you'll be able to see it lined up there on my YouTube channel, so you can see what time it is in your time zone. Hang on. You can. Yay, my parcel arrived. I'm so excited. Tell you about that. So let's get a card out. I'm so excited. Goodies. I'm actually going to make a video about those things, the products that I've found. Oh, we've got Make-A-Wish. Yeah, so that's my live show, Psychic Cafe. Also, you can get private reads from me as well from my website, BeHealing.com. So we've got Make-A-Wish here. It's a week to make a wish. Big change coming in. And so set the bar high, set it to the highest level. What do you really wish for? Take it to the next level. We might have things manifesting this week which are really great, but why not take it to the next level? You know, we're human beings, we're spirits in these human form, and we are here to evolve, right? The universe is constantly expanding because we're constantly expanding too. We're taking it to the next level. There's always the next level. There's always better and better and better and better. You know, it's not just about healing ourselves so that life doesn't suck anymore. Then we can take it to the next level, next level, next level. So if you've got stuff that's manifesting for you, take it to the next level. Like, make a wish for even better, even better, even more. This isn't about being unhappy with what we've got. This is about co-creating even better, so that we can evolve the human race, right? We've got to be the front runners in that. We've got to be dreaming that new dream and manifesting it in ourselves first so that we can do it for the collective. It's our part, right? And so you do it for the bits that you're interested in. Let's have a look what Spirit Cat have got for us here. I'm going to be giving away one of these decks, so make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I'm giving it away soon. I can't decide what competition to give one of these decks away. I can't decide what I want you to do to win one of these decks yet, but it's happening soon. So subscribe to my channel and to keep an eye out on my videos, because it's a gorgeous deck. Balance. Meet Varro Tiptoe Sky. She can balance perfectly with an inner precision and assurance. She leans one way and then the other, constantly adjusting and learning where her center is. She understands the dichotomies, work and play, togetherness and solitude, inner reflection and outward expression, striving and letting go, accepting and changing, freedom and discipline, reason and intuition, spiritual expansion and grounding. They go on and on. Let Varro help you to see what areas of your life are out of balance and what shifts you can make to return to a graceful equilibrium. And that goes hand in hand with that Make-A-Wish as well, taking things to the next level, taking things to the next level. Evolving it all, we need to be in more balance, even finer balance is what I'm hearing there. Let's get some tarot out. So the tarot is what I am going to, each tarot set is each tarot column is what I'm going to expand upon in each star sign. If that makes sense. First of all, we've got the Page of Swords, kind of waiting for something to happen is what I'm getting from that. How do you like my new setup as well? I'm just going to try and figure it out. I spilled coffee on the table just before. Coffee is here, I'm still drinking it. Yeah, I wanted to get a bit more close and personal and get you to see the cards as well. So we've got the Page of Swords out first. I'm going to get clarifiers out about this as well. What else have we got this week for everybody? Five of Cups. There's a disappointment about something, but it's not really that. It's letting something go that's gone now. This is like getting over something that's ended now in our lives, is what I'm getting there. So to enter a new life, we always have to let something go. There's got to be a death or a rebirth to happen. We've got to let something go to make space for the new to come in, right? No matter what it is. A relationship. You can't get a new relationship if you're in an old relationship, if you haven't let someone go yet. Same. Furniture. You can't get a new lounge suite if you've still got your old lounge suite there. You know what I mean? You need to make space first so there's an empty space, and then you can come in. Especially if we're taking things to the next level. There's got to be space. The universe loves a void, right? It loves a void. So if we create voids in ourselves, if we're sitting, like if you got the same memo as I did from the universe at the start of this year to reel it back in now, to kind of be in hermit mode, and find that happiness. I didn't realize it was what this is what it was at the time, but find that happiness without the external stuff, without all that external recognition, without any kind of addictions, or without any kind of socializing, even without. And I actually even backed off my training as well. So I was getting a high, I was getting a chemical addiction to the training. I'm back at it now, but not as much now. But I found my happiness without the training too. So like taking all of these things away, we're finding our happiness and finding that balance. That's when you know you're really balanced, when you don't need to take drugs or, you know, have all the external validations going on and you're still happy. It's like, So part of that is the Five of Cups. It's letting things go. It's leaving things behind. It's saying no to them. And then the Queen of Pentacles. Then we're standing in our power, in this stability, stable energy. Wow. There's been so much about this. Keeping our vibration stable is so important right now, because we're moving into this new age kind of thing. Very new age. We're moving into this new age, and it's important that we hold our vibrations really still now, especially for twin flame relationships to come in. So when we're manifesting abundance, say money has a certain vibration, it's fixed, it's pretty much solid. Sure, it can raise in vibration as we change the way that we think about it, but it's pretty stable. Whereas we're like this, you know, we're like feeling good about ourselves one day, feeling bad about ourselves. We're all over the place where it comes to money. But money's stable. And so it's easy to manifest it because we do meet it sometimes, right? And the more we get that balance, the more we can manifest it. Now, relationships. So that's pretty much everything in the world, right? Relationships. We're like this. Hey. And if we're lucky, does that ever happen? No, we're like this. And the more balanced you get, the more stable you get. Both of you, even if one's doing this, you're more likely to meet up, right? That's what we're doing right now. We're keeping our vibration solid. So if you did get the same memo from the universe as me, if you listened to me and got that nudge from me saying time to reel it back in, now time to be by yourself, all of that kind of thing, you will be this stable Queen of Pentacles. Very attractive force, high vibration, balanced vibration. It's going to be very attractive, that. So interesting. It's even more fine-tuning this week. Fine-tuning of our vibration. I'm finding it in myself personally. It's awesome. And the reason why I'm linking this to twin flames is my higher self. My guys have been going on and on and on about it, because it's almost time for the twin flames to come together. They haven't come together yet, and it's almost time to come together, because it's almost time to birth this new paradigm, this new chapter of the human evolution, which is about the divine masculine, the divine feminine coming together. Not just coming together, not as in two people coming together, but us as a human race figuring out what is divine masculine, what is divine feminine. We don't know. We haven't lived it yet. We've lived plenty of toxic masculine, plenty of toxic feminine, but we're headed into this. Letting the twin flames, those with a very high vibration, that find each other to come together. Of course, they're the ones we want to lead the way. Them figuring out what is divine masculine, what is divine feminine, how can we work together to lead things in the world, and then going out there. It's a very exciting time that we're moving in. So those front runners of the twin flames, it's not just anybody saying, oh yeah, this dysfunctional relationship is a twin flame relationship. No, it's not. If you're not in this stable energy of the Queen of Pentacles, like the Nine of Pentacles energy too, like the Nine of Pentacles is you being independent, single, and everything working out in your life, you know? High vibration, everything's just working out for you. Your abundance is amazing. Your health is amazing. It's all just amazing, and you're happy and stable in that. Then you're not one of the front runners for the twin flames. You might be on the twin flame journey, but you're getting up to that level, right? The first wave of the twin flames will be coming together soon, so I'm told, and it's very high vibrational people that are doing this right now. So let's get something out. Page of Swords, there's a bit of waiting going involved here. There's a bit of waiting going on. Page of Swords, why the Page of Swords? Give us more on this Page of Swords. Hopefully you can see the cards better now. Now we're a little bit more up close and personal. Three of Emotions. Three of Emotions. It's the reunion card. That's what we're waiting for. So it's not quite yet. We're waiting for it. Page of Swords isn't always waiting, but I read the cards intuitively, so it is what it is. But we've still got a bit of letting go to do, right? What are we waiting for when we're waiting? We're always waiting for ourselves. Oh, sure, we're waiting for the Divine Masculine to awaken now. Apparently they're in the teenage stage at the moment. Five of Cups. So we're letting things go still in ourselves. Maybe mourning the past, mourning the choices that we made, what we've lived through, the old chapter of our lives, so that we can be in that void and create that new stuff that's coming in. So be ready for that new stuff. It's all about getting ready right now, right? Five of Cups. Feeling it personally. I'm feeling more and more ready every day. Oh my God. My daily energy updates. If you're not watching those, watch those. They're so good for me personally getting ready. Five of Cups. Oh, interesting. It's the Queen of Pentacles again. This one is slightly different in this deck because this one is the one that's like, she's anticipating being in this stable state. So what this is telling me, we've got to let go of our old chapter, which was getting ourselves to the point of being the Queen of Pentacles, to this stable state. That means that any problems that you had with relationships, with money, with abundance, with work, with maybe with the old paradigms of that toxic masculine patriarchy that we've been in, where the toxic masculine, like that narcissistic kind of energy being lauded and applauded and rewarded. And anyone that's doing that can have money and, not do very much but have money as long as they're in that. But no, if you're in the feminine or if you're doing good things, you can't have the money. That kind of thing. Any hang-ups, any experiences that you've had from that's still making you feel bad, will be holding you back from being in this stable place. So that's what we're letting go of this week. Is we're grieving in a way. We're in this sorrow, it's kind of compassion for ourselves is what it is. It's like, shit, what we've lived through. Oh my God, it's been bad. It has, it's been bad. But we need to acknowledge that and feel it and feel compassion for ourselves so that we can get into this Queen of Pentacles energy. It's interesting that that card came out first because she's holding that energy. This card is her expecting it. So she's almost there. She's made a poster of herself because she's expecting to be in that energy. And so to get into that energy requires us to have self-love, self-compassion to bring us into that, It's self-love. It's all about self-love. It is. So give us more on this Queen of Pentacles. So those that are already embodying that Queen of Pentacles energy, that are ready, been getting ready, been following my readings, and if you've been doing the work alongside of them, you'll be ready. You'll be almost ready. Oh. Far out. It's the Five of Emotions, but it's the same combination pair. I've got tingles. It's the same combination pair, but it's in the two different decks here. And they've got slightly different vibrations to them because they're in different decks. So this Queen of Pentacles is the one that's holding that energy. This Five of Emotions is about defrosting the heart, right? So it's very similar to what I just said, but this is more the Queen of Pentacles who's holding that energy. She's got it all for herself. She's doing the self-love thing. And so she's happy in herself, but so she's not so sure about relationship, right? She's not so sure about relationship yet, about integrating that in. Can she still do the self-love thing? Can she open her heart? Can she defrost her heart after doing the self-love thing about the crap that she's been through in her life? Can she open her heart now? Can she defrost her heart? Because this Five of Emotion, it is about getting ready for it. Isn't that interesting? So we got, this is getting ready for it. This is holding it, and this is getting ready for it. That's mourning it and having compassion. But getting ready, and that is the holding it, and that is the Defrosting our heart. Wow. Very instructional this week. Let's get one of these out and get deeper into that. So we're waiting for a reunion. So even though I say the twin flames haven't happened yet, some of the front runners will have met each other yet. It's very few, by the way. As I said, if you've not been vibrating really high, as in your life is just like awesome, it's not you. That's a wound mate or a soulmate or whatever. It's not a twin flame. But twin flame, when twin flames first come together, this is what I'm being told by my guides anyway. They can come together, trigger each other. Not dysfunctional relationships, that's not what I'm talking about, but trigger each other into this getting ready stage. Break up or have some time apart to work on themselves, to do this stuff themselves, and then come back together. So this is what we're saying here. It's like getting ready for the reunion. I would have thought, I thought it was always going to happen. I thought it was already going to happen before this point, but maybe I'm just going to be saying the same things over and over again to each wave of people. We've got perception out with this. There's the yin and yang there. There's a balance. We've got to find that balance first. We're waiting on ourselves, right? Whenever we're waiting on ourselves to be ready. Sure, we're waiting on the divine masculine to awaken and all that stuff too, but really we're waiting for ourselves as well. There's an opening that we've got to do. This shows it, right? So perception. I am presuming that I'm talking mostly to the divine feminine, not women, but divine feminine, not divine feminine. I'm talking to the feminine, not women. Mostly women, yes, but there's some men that are in feminine energy as well. So it's the yin yang. It's getting ready for that balance, getting balanced in ourselves, as this kitty said, and fine-tuning that and getting real stable in our vibration. Our twin will be doing that too if we're ready for the twin flame, and that balance will come in. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for that balance within ourselves so that that balanced relationship can come in. It's always the way. Whatever we do for ourselves, the self-loving thing, we do it within ourselves first, then we attract it from outside of us. It's not what we're giving out into the world that's attracted back to us. That's not the law of attraction. It's what we're doing for ourselves, what we think about ourselves, how much we're loving ourselves, how balanced we are in ourselves, how giving we are to ourselves, that kind of thing. That's what we attract back. So we're kind of mourning our old selves here of everything that we've been through. Give us more on this. Why are we doing this? I mean, it is a self-loving thing to do, is to feel everything that we've been through. Wow, it's been hard for the feminine, hasn't it? I don't know how many generations, many generations. It's been very hard on the feminine, which has kind of been good because it's like allowed us to grow. So we have evolved. We're not at the teenage stage. I guess a fair few will be. There's a lot of muggles out there that haven't awakened, right? But those that have awakened, at least at the teenage stage or into the womanhood stage now of it. But we've got to mourn it. We've got to love ourselves and soothe ourselves and say, damn, that was shit, wasn't it? We can do better than that as a human race. We can. We can evolve ourselves. We can do better than that. And who do we want leading us? The highest vibrational people. Not the lowest vibrational, crappiest, toxic masculine. No, they're not the ones we want creating the new ways and learning from them and leading. No, we don't want that. Let's do better than that. We know better than that. Some of us. Some of us know better than that. Let's lead the way now. This one. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Right, it's all good. What we've been through is all good. It's led us to the place that we are now. So this healing that we've got, it's kind of healing. It's soothing ourselves. It's like, damn, I've seen some crap. I've lived through some crap. It's grown me, yes. But we've also got to be gentle with ourselves and compassionate with ourselves. We lived that. We went through that. It was big. Yeah. Yes, we can intellectualize it, and it's true that it's brought us so much. It's grown us so much. That's true. Yes, it's true. But we are also emotional beings, and we need to hug. We need to hug ourselves and say, that was hard work, and that hurt me a lot, and I've had to heal from every stage of that, and it's made me to who I am now. But We're still feeling it too. You know, you might recover. Someone punches you in the face. Your face might recover, but your emotions are still going to be hurt by that someone would do that to you. And it's those hurt emotions that we need to let out. You might be crying a lot this week, is what I just heard then. To let all of that out. But it is all good. It's moving in the right direction. Don't stifle your emotions, right? This week. Let it all out. We could be releasing generations of pain. I'm getting tingles with that. We could be releasing generations of pain this week. Wow. So, Queen of Pentacles there. She's defrosting her heart, ready to open up, to let the new paradigm in, to let the masculine in, maybe. Oh, I want to open my parcel. It's L'Occitane products. L'Occitane, yeah. I'm really into them. I discovered them a couple of weeks ago. They're amazing. I'll make a video about them. I'll do reviews and stuff about them. I don't know why. It's a very high vibrational product. I'm feeling it. Here we go. I've got 2 cards out here. Inner Journey and Divine Timing. Ah! We have been prepared for this. All the inner stuff that we've been doing, all the healing work that we've been doing, we've been prepared for this. We've got the tools. We've got the tools. We know what to do. We've been healing ourselves. We know how to do this. We know how to release our emotions to set ourselves free. We know how to self-love, and we know how to self-soothe ourselves and allow those emotions to come out. We also know how to defrost our heart and open it up as well. And that only happens, it happens naturally. Our heart opens naturally once we're safe and secure and in balance and looking after ourselves and self-loving. It naturally opens. We don't want to be in a place of woundedness, you know, feeling wounded, being very sensitive, getting triggered by everything, thinking everything's wrong in the world and I'm personally affronted by everything that's going on in the world. That is a wounded person. There's a lot of healing to be done there before you get to this stage. If you're in that stage, if you're wounded and triggered and all of that, you've got a lot of healing work to do before you get to what I'm even talking about here. But if you're in that stage, don't try and force your heart open, because that is dangerous. I did that years ago. About 20 years ago, I did that. I forced my heart open. And what it does, if you're in that wounded state, you're going to be attracting all kinds of crap towards you. I attracted abuses into my life. I've had abuse in my life the whole time, but forcing my heart to be open just opened my heart up to every kind of crap. Don't force your heart open. I'm not talking to you guys when I'm saying this. This is the one that's very stable. It's in that high vibration that's ready. Then she can defrost our heart. In a journey, we already know what to do. We've had the training in it, so we just put it into practice now. And now's the divine timing to do it. It's time to open up now, because this is what we're doing. Ready for this reunion of souls. It's the reunion of souls. So whether you've actually met your twin flame and triggered each other and parted to come back together, or whether you get to meet them, it's still a reunion, right? Because twin flames, we've had past lives with them, that we've been dealing with all kinds of crap with them. We haven't been twin flames in the past. We haven't been on this, we're taking evolution, human evolution, to the next stage path before together. There's been karmic lives together before. And so when the twin flame comes together, guess what? It's going to be some work. It's going to be some work to get over that. So I'm going to clarify each of those, what it specifically is this week for each star sign. So I'll check that out later. Let's get some more cards out, find out what's going on here. Move this back. Just trying to figure out the setup for all of this. What else have we all got going on this week? Hammock. Taking a vacation. Yeah, time out. It is time out at the moment. It's hibernating. It is hiding away. It's looking after ourselves. It's detaching, making a lot of voidy space in our lives for the new to come in. Taking a vacation, physically or mentally. What else have we got this week? Tell me what you think of this new setup. Do you like it being up close and personal like this? Funnel, a period of frustration. It could be frustrating to you. There are lessons to be learned, but it doesn't have to be frustrating. This is just the phase that we're in, of this waiting phase. So yeah, try not to get too frustrated with that. Got good fortune coming in here, magical. The beetle here, yeah, it's good fortune and magic is happening right now. You're part of the whole. The shifts that we're going through right now is very much part of what is happening. The front runners, what's happening for humanity here. So it's cool. I like it. friendships. We've got teapot, so you could be having friendships. Now, let me put a caveat on this. You could be getting together with friends and drinking tea, not alcohol. It's time to remain sober, everybody. You want to be as clean as possible so that your vibration is steady through this point that we've got now, this time that we've got now. So deep friendship with someone of the same sex. You could be getting together with friends, but make sure that they're high vibing friends, not the ones from the vibes that you're leaving behind, not the ones that try and pull you back into the darkness or the addictions or anything. Make sure that they're high vibing people on your level or above your level, kind of thing, that you're getting together with there. Anything else for this week? Eagle. A triumph over troubles and obstacles. So there are solutions to be found this week. You're going to soar above it. You're going to fly above it. Things are going to be sorted out quite easily, is what I'm getting there. Okay, let's get some romance cards out. I'm going to get one of these out for each star sign as well, to be specific about what's going on in our love lives. But what about the general, the collective? What's going on for us all? Engagement. We do have people coming together. So some of us are waiting for the reunion. Some reunions might be happening. That's what I'm getting there. Let's move this back a little bit. An engagement. Wow, so there could be an offer of commitment here. But as I said, and as I've been channeling the masculine, it's just freshly awakened kind of thing. They're in the teenage stage. What I mean by that is, so imagine like the toxic masculine just being like a kid, being able to get away with anything kind of thing, and just has everything handed to them no matter how they're being. And then imagine a teenage, like, when your mom says to you when you're a teenager, you've got to start helping out now, you've got to start doing something, and like, I still want to be a kid. But they say, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put the dishes in the dish. I'm gonna clean my room. I'm gonna. So this reunion, it might be as they're in this teenage part of the evolution, they might come in saying, I'm ready to give reciprocation, I'm ready to commit, I'm ready to do this, I'm ready to do that. But it's got this teenage Ghana energy. You actually need to stay in that Queen of Swords vibe, to hold them to it, like the parent saying, not that this is a parent-child dynamic, it's not a messed up relationship like that. It's just holding your vibration still and letting them prove it, letting them show you that they're there with you now. So yes, there might be an offer of commitment coming in here, but still be not wary. Just be aware. Just be aware of it. Let's put this back there. In fact, here we go. Just be aware of it, that it might still have, they need to prove it still. They need to hold it. They need to prove it. They need to show you that they're in it, that they are reciprocal, that they are invested in it now. They're just the words, yeah? And so, freshly awakened people, they're not fully, there is no fully awakened, by the way. We're awakening in many stages. So there's that newborn, the newborn awakened, when you just realize that there's something more to life, there's more to the universe is there. It's a law of attraction kind of stage. And then beyond that, there's the healing and repair. That's the wounded warrior kind of stage. People get stuck at these different places as well. And so that's when we heal ourselves a lot, when we have wound mates, relationships with people that have the same wounds as us. When we meet them, we're like, this happened to me and it wounded me. And they go, oh yeah, me too. Had similar kind of experiences, wound mates, very loving connections, very close connections. And it's a safe space for you. You both heal. They're a mirror to your wounds. You heal in that space. But it's not a place to live. You move on from it. It's like hospital kind of thing. You move on from it. Well, we've got believing the impossible out with it, with engagement. So, yeah, believe in that teenager that's coming forward that says they're gonna reciprocate. They want engagement. They want commitment with you. Believe them, but still let them prove it, right? Believe in the impossible. And then the stage after the wounded, once we heal ourselves, then we get into taking it further. Once we've healed like the crap in our lives, then we take it further. Then we take it into empowerment and self-love to take ourselves to the next level. Not It's not that we've got crap to heal anymore. We've got that out of the way. Our life's pretty good. But then we want to take things to the next level. We want to take ourselves to the next level. This is where it gets exciting. When we start doing shadow work and stuff like that, really, the deep stuff, the deep healing, realizing that we're everything, stepping into our power, owning the dark side of us and using that dark side of us because we fully integrate it into ourselves. So it's a really exciting part. And then there's more beyond that we haven't even got to yet. I've had a glimpse of it. I've been told a few things about it from my guides. It's exciting. We're going to be taking it to the next level. So that's what we're looking forward to. So give us more. Oh, hang on. Let's get one of these out first. I'll be getting one of these out as well for each star sign too. Let's get one out for the collective. What have we got going on this week? Sword in the Rose it is. The Sword in the Rose. It's beautiful energy, this. The Sword in the Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. It's the coming together of the divine masculine and divine feminine is what it is, to seek that, what is it? Coming together, that hard metal energy, that male energy, and this soft receptive energy, the feminine energy, and coming together as a power together. It's so exciting, these times that we're living through. This is something that I've wanted for a very long time, and I think a lot of feminines in high vibration have wanted for a long time and have been manifesting that. And the universe has to manifest it now because enough of us have tipped those scales in the collective consciousness and in the collective energy to manifest it, which is why we've got a massive awakening going on right now. It's very cool. So let's get one of these out for the collective too. Maybe I'll get one of these out for each star sign. Yeah, I will, because I just heard that, so I'm going to get one out for each star sign too. One of these, whatever they're called, love cards. I don't know, I can't remember. Forgiveness, this forgiveness to go on here from our past, from their past, maybe if this is someone that you've met before, and having a natural reunion with them. This could just be going on in our energy field at the moment. You might be preparing for it by imagining this reunion, having to forgive, heal and forgive, and that kind of thing from the past. Just getting ready for it. You're now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. As I said, it's this bit, it's the feeling it, feeling it and letting ourselves cry or mourn or whatever it is that we need to do. Let me finish this coffee, it's getting cold. Very exciting times. Let's get some more cards out for the collective then. Okay, what else have we got going on this week for everybody? Give us more on this. Deep knowing, activating our intuition. We've got a lot of changes going on. We've got so much support from the spirit realm at the moment. Like, I'm seeing people, and I'm hearing it for myself as well, that I've got so many guides now, more than ever, and I've always had a lot around me, but more than ever right now, we are being so protected through this, and we're also being helped through it. And so your intuition will be on point now more than ever. Let's put you there. Soulmates on the bottom of the deck. Animal spirits, what do these have to tell us? What else have we got going on this week for the collective? The wolf spirit, turning knowledge into wisdom. So everything that we've lived for generations and lifetimes, we're turning into wisdom now, and then we're taking that forward. It's like the result of karma that we've had. You know how I said we've had past lives with our twin flames before too, but they weren't twin flames then. We weren't on that special mission then to take things to the next level. It was all karmic, all karmic. There's a healing element of that. But it's time to turn all of that, not just with relationships, with everything that we've learned, especially about the masculine and the feminine, turning that into wisdom. Let's put the wolf up there. And what else? What else have we all got going on? Fulfillment. Our wishes are going to be fulfilled. Your deepest wishes are going to be fulfilled very soon. Wow. Let's put you there. And what else have we got going on? What else have we all got going on this week? Here we go. Dispelling sadness. Yeah, there's a lot of emotional release this week. Getting over lifetimes of crap. Of the paradigms that we've been in. The times we've been in. I'll feel better once I get the rest I need, is what it says on the back of it. But yeah, we're dispelling sadness for generations. And I'm not talking about for your ancestors and stuff like that. I'm talking about us, our past lives, and what we've lived so far in this lifetime. It's been hard. It has been hard. Let's get one of these out, if I can possibly get one of these out. Usually they fly out in threes, this deck. Usually I get them out in threes. Oh, of course it's the threshold. Of course it's the threshold. It's about to happen. Are we nearly there yet, Mum? Yes. Yes, we're nearly there. Yay. Okay, I'll leave this space for each star sign for the romance bundle that I'm going to get out. So let's clarify each one of these for each star sign now, and we'll start with Aries. There's going to be timestamps, everybody. Timestamps so that you can jump forward to the signs that you're interested in. So tell us more about this waiting for the reunion and the yin-yang. It's not the perception, it's the yin-yang symbol on that card that's important. It's about coming into balance, like this kitty said. Tell us more about that for Aries. Right, for Aries, less so about the relationship focus, but more so about success. It could be about relationship success, but it's all kinds of success. Aries, are you feeling successful in your life? Those areas that you're not feeling successful in your life, that's what you need to cleanse now to be ready to get in that balance. So you could kind of be down on yourself, Aries, because of things that you've not managed to achieve. Remember, there are things that we have not been able to manage to achieve in our lifetimes, no matter how much we wish for it, because we've had to wait for the collective to catch up. You know what I mean? We've had to do that. We're a whole, you know, we're not separate beings. We're not islands, none of us. I live on an island, but so yeah, that's you, Aries. Should I put them there? Just figuring out this new setup. You all said you liked it. You've been down here. I can't use it to see the cards myself when I hold them up, but I know you get to see them better, and yeah, that's kind of nice. You get to see what's going on outside as well, people walking past stuff. Aries, also, what's this? It's all good. Oh yeah, the morning kind of thing, the self-loving thing, as you're getting into that stability. The mourning everything from your past. What's this about? You need to write it. You've still got some healing to do, Aries. You need to write it down. The stuff from the past, the stuff that's hurt you. Get those emotions flowing, is what I'm feeling. Get those emotions flowing so you can let it all out. All the hurts that you've had. You know, there's so many. I can think about, like, I've got all my abuse and stuff like that, but I've healed that already. I mean, there's very little left. We can talk about it now without it triggering any emotions, because believe me, over the last, well, I'm almost 50 now, but over that time when I was healing, there was a lot of tears, there was a lot of release there. And there was times, probably from about 10 years ago, I couldn't even talk about it without being upset. I can talk about it now. So you know when you're over something, if you don't get angry or upset about it anymore. So writing it down will help you to release those emotions, to let it go now. All of that harshness. So there's the abuse for me, but then there's like things like living in this toxic masculine paradigm of, like, when I used to work in corporate when I was in my 20s. That was hard. I was in IT, I was pretty much the only woman. And it was hard. You know, I didn't get the promotions or the raises the men did, just naturally, just because they were men and I was a woman. And it was just so hard. It's like so much was against me. We suffered that. Sure, it grew me, but it was hard too. And so, you know, there's all kinds of things like that. You need to write it down to heal it, to release it. Don't just intellectualize it, Aries. And that fight that you've got, Aries, you know. This isn't about fighting it, this is about releasing it so that you can be that empty void waiting for the new to come in, like, right, I'm ready for something new now. So holding your vibration and then defrosting your heart once you're ready, it's the divine time to do that, and you've got the inner access to do that. I mean, you've learned about the healing stuff anyway to do it. Okay, and defrosting your heart for you is, Aries, is about intimacy. and not judging that. So you still got some judgment about you being intimate and about relationships. There's stuff to let go of from the past about relationships. You being hurt, you judging them. You might have some blanket statements like all men are this, all men are that, all women are this, all women are that, that kind of thing. So there's stuff there that you've got to get past before you can defrost your heart. Ready? What about your love life? Let's get one of these out for you, Aries. What about your love life this week? What's going on there? You are releasing your ex, Aries. Did you know that? You're releasing your ex. That's what you should be doing this week anyway. Getting over that. All of this is going to help to do that. Yeah, the same processes. Do it with your ex. Do it with success too. You've got the golden mirror there. And so you could have exes like narcissists, that kind of thing. You could have had codependent traits, which naturally attract abusive people, narcissists, all kinds of crap. And it's a match to it. And you've been doing that yourself. If you're still doing that, find out. Find out all about it. There's teachers out there that are teaching this stuff. I teach a bit of it, of releasing that, because I had to do it within myself. But yeah, the golden mirror here. So this could be your ex. You could have had a narcissistic ex. And believe me, it's not just them. Codependents are very draining people. They're trying to make everything all about the other person. And yeah, it's very draining energy. So find out if that's still you, find out your part in that and then release that. That makes sense with the judgment now, the intimacy and the judgment, Aries. A lot of you could have been living that. And it's not all them. It's two ends of the extremes. Similar wounds, two ends of the extremes, the narcissist, the codependent. They get together, the two. There's a balance in between them, both are. And it's about empowerment and being an individual and focusing on yourself first and all of that. Trust. And if I was talking to narcissists, I'm not talking to narcissists now, I would have said just what I said before, but I would say, and it's all about helping other people, putting other people first and all of that, yeah? There's different guidance to get into balance. You got trust here, Aries. You have strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. You're being led. You're being led to this healing now, Aries. Trust it. Trust it. Okay, Taurus, what about you? What is this waiting for this reunion and getting into balance first? What is it? For you, Taurus. Oh, soften and open and gratitude. So you're almost there, Taurus. It is finding that balance and being grateful for your heart, Taurus. This Taurus, you're so earthy. I know, I'm a Taurus sun sign. And it's almost calling you into your heart more, into your emotions more, and being more open. So, and being grateful for that. Sure, be grateful for your earthiness, but be grateful for your heart too. It's not always leading you astray, Taurus. So, softening and opening your heart and being grateful for that, being grateful for your emotional side is what's going to get you into the balance. So, it's getting yourself more into the cups energy. And this release, what is this release about? Ready to be the queen of materials there. It's sexual healing for you, Taurus. Releasing any abuse, any sexual abuse, any passionate wounding. In other words, you might have had a very sexually passionate relationship with someone, but they were a narcissist, and you've linked them together. And that would have you maybe in an unconscious state pushing away anyone that you've got a very passionate sexual relationship with or passionate desire for sexually. Get to the bottom of that now. Release all of that. Release the emotions about that. Sexual healing for you, Taurus. You and me, apparently. So we're defrosting our heart. What's this about for Taurus? Gentle okayness. Okay. It's about the heart. It's about trusting your heart more. Being okay about your heart and your heart's choices, right? So that sexual healing is about not being okay with your heart's choices. It's about lumping together. It's like, oh, all men with brown hair are cheaters or something like that. That's not true, is it? The relationship that you want, Taurus, is sexually passionate and reciprocal and loving and all of these things. It's and. You can unlink those things, yeah, from your mind. So this is along similar lines. Realizing that you're limitless. Opening your heart, being more in your heart, trusting your heart more, Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you in relationships, Taurus. Here we go. New love. Yay! A new love. Could be the start of an old relationship again. It could be the reunion for you. But this new love, it's like a new person or a new stage in the relationship. You know how I was saying it could be an offer of commitment coming in there with that engagement card. Absolutely could be for you. Let's move this over a little bit. What else have we got for Taurus? What else for Taurus? New love. Just moving forward. I could feel it, Taurus, that you were closer than Aries to that actual reunion, whatever it is. When I say reunion, I mean at a soul level. You understand that? So it could be someone that you've met before in this lifetime, but that's not necessarily what it is. Reunion is like someone from past lives coming in. Hand of Cards is what's come out for you. Taking a chance, a risk, being strategic options, not showing hand gambling. This is about taking a risk. So someone comes in and you're going to have to trust your heart this time. Trust your heart and say yes to it. Trust your choices. Trust your choices this time. Exciting. Trust your heart's choices this time. No wonder you're doing this preparatory work to be open-hearted and trusting your heart again, Taurus. You need to do that and let that one in. What about this? What is it for you, Taurus? How exciting. Too many. Just one for Taurus, please. What's this for Taurus? There it is. Loyalty. Commitment, loyalty. Yes. Loyalty, Taurus. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Consistency of being, balance, maintaining your vibration, a consistency of being loyal to yourself and consistent in your vibration first. It's going to bring someone just like that, and then you can be consistent in that relationship too, in your vibration and in your love. Can be loyal. This is about correctly placed loyalty that's got a firm foundation in you first, Taurus, rather than misplaced loyalty, just committing to someone that's not showing you any commitment to you first. Probably done that in the past. We need to let go of that now, Taurus. Gemini, what about you? What is this reunion, waiting for the reunion and finding balance thing? Being stronger about intimacy, showing your cards, being yourself, not hiding behind the mask, showing all of you. Bringing those two sides of yourself together, Gemini, so that you're not pretending just to be the good twin, and then when something goes wrong, turn around and being the bad twin, that kind of thing. So it's this balance message for you, Gemini, is very important for you. It's your strength, those two sides of you, but you need to integrate them now, those two sides of you, so that you can be truly intimate. Intimate is about showing, it's when we're comfortable with every part of ourselves. We've done that shadow work. We're acknowledging that everything's inside of us and we're comfortable in that, in ourselves, so that we can show other people too, so we're not hiding it anymore. That's true intimacy. That's what you're doing. That's what will get you into balance. Gemini, what about this emotional release thing? Being okay about time alone, being okay by yourself. So it could have been single for a very long time, Gemini, and it could be really annoying that, and you might have been asking the universe, why haven't I got someone? What's wrong with me? That kind of thing. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just getting yourself to that Queen of Materials point, which is very much that Nine of Pentacles, energy of being single, independent, doing it all for yourself and being happy with that too, fulfilling yourself, getting your money for yourself, just having friendships, all kinds of things, community, everything, being in alignment by yourself, being okay about that. And so you could have some like emotional release to do about that, about being alone for so many years. It could be for some of you. Now, what about this defrosting your heart once you get to that point, Gemini? Accept what is and follow my knowing. This is about intuition, accepting your intuition has been right all along. It's giving you the lessons that you needed. It's giving you the lessons that you needed. So defrosting your heart about that. It's almost stopping fighting yourself and fighting your intuition and saying, My higher self was leading me astray all of this time. It didn't give me the right information at first. It did. It gave you the right information for the point that you were at the time, is what it is. Romance for you, Gemini. What's going on in Gemini's love life this week? Let's find out, Geminis. I'm Gemini rising, by the way. Pay attention to the red flags. Ooh. Yeah, you're very much on a collective level here. The energies that I'm picking up in this, it seems like you're not ready for a relationship yet because of this, because you're not fully integrated yourself yet. Could have some shadow work still to do, is what I'm getting there. Self-love work to do too. So red flags, you've got red flags inside of yourself, sorry to tell you that, but you're going to attract that from other people as well. So do pay attention to those red flags in yourself and in other people too. Still more self-love work to do for you. Photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. Could be nostalgic about yourself, nostalgic about your love life as well. There, Gemini, this week. But there's been red flags. So some of you Geminis might be looking back with nostalgia to a past relationship, thinking that was the right one for me, or even worse, you could be thinking that they're your twin flame, and then it's not. So, yeah, because this is very much not aligned energy, so they're not your twin flame there, Gemini. Sorry to tell you that. But be careful of that, looking back with rose-tinted spectacles on, seeing the best thing. Try and be truthful about it. Let's get one of these out for you, Gemini. So what's going on with your heart? What should your focus be on this week to move you forward in this love journey that we're all on? This one for Gemini, please. The forgiveness card is out there because I just thought, oh, one's not coming out for Gemini. Maybe it's the one that came out first, which is forgiveness. So that's important. It's forgiveness, especially this one that you're reminiscing about. Forgiveness and letting it go. Here we go. Respect. About being respected and respecting others. That's what's going to move you forward, Gemini. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. And it's, yeah, the path to love, right? We're all on it. That's what it said. And for you, it is about that respect, gaining respect for that path. Again, it brings me back to it's like you're trying to fight your higher self on this, saying, you led me astray. You didn't lead me to the right relationship straight away. No, it didn't. It led you to the lessons, and that is the path to love. We're already on the path to love. It's so destructive to try and wait for your twin flame instead of getting into lesson relationships, win-met relationships, all of that, to learn what you need to learn about yourself so that you're actually ready for it. So don't stop yourself from doing that. A lot of people do that and then they halt their path to love. They halt it. You can't do that. You can't leap ahead. You can't do none of the work, the inner work, and then suddenly get in a twin flame relationship. You cannot do that. Cancer. What about you? This waiting for this reunion and getting into balance, what's it all about? Oh, Cancer. Work. Don't overwork to numb yourself out, is what I'm getting from this. Don't overwork, like quiet it down, don't do less work. To get ready to get into balance, you need to be doing less work. This suggests to me that you're using overwork as a way to numb yourself out and not feel things. Or to keep relationships away. To numb yourself out from your feelings, maybe. You're overworking. Stop it. Then you'll get into balance. Then you'll be able to confront the things that are knocking you out of balance, you know. We're numb with all kinds of things, right? It can be like drugs, alcohol. It can be keeping our lives busy. It can be socializing all the time, not always having to be around people. It can be overwork. It can be eating. It can be, I don't know, exercising too much. There's all kinds of things that we do to numb out. But what's this? This Five of Cups and this emotional release, huh? What is this? Interesting. So it's what you've tried to create in the past, Cancer, and it seemed to fall flat on its face. It didn't happen, and so you felt bad about that. Maybe turned it on yourself and said you are that unsuccessful. I can't create. I'm not a magician. I didn't manage to do it. Well, it's all about divine timing too. We can't create whenever we want to. We're not an island. We're part of a whole. So, yeah, it's about releasing the emotions from times you've tried to create things, maybe relationships, maybe work, maybe successful kinds of things, and you felt like a failure because you didn't manage to do it in that moment. Well, it's still happening. It's still coming about. But as I said, we're waiting for ourselves in a way, but we're also waiting for like divine masculine to wake up. We're waiting for a paradigm shift in the world. And it's important that it's divine timing card here. So defrosting your heart, what is that about for you, Cancer? Interesting. Abundance and be with nature. So abundance is about opening up to abundance. Now, abundance, money, is the same as every other energy in the world. It's the same as love. It's the same as grace. If you close down to love, overworking, feeling unsuccessful with what you've created, you're not open to love, you're not open to abundance in that kind of vibration. So this defrosting your heart requires you to open up to abundance at the same time, opening up to receive it. It's receiving is what it really is. If you don't allow yourself to receive love from other people, if you don't let them love you, if you don't let them do things for you, take care of you, give to you, if you're not receiving compliments and receiving money and receiving help and things like that, if you push it away and say, oh, it's all right, thanks. Or no, if you always want to do things for other people and help other people out, and you don't want to receive it back, Cancer, then that shows that you're pushing love away. You'll be pushing money away in abundance. So the key for you in defrosting your heart is allowing that love in. What about your love life, Cancer? What about your love life? A reconciliation, wow. A reconciliation for you. Give us more on this, a reconciliation. It could be the last stage of it. I mean, of you quietening down with your work, stopping overworking, then they could come in. You could literally be making space by giving yourself a break or doing less work so that you have actually got space for this reunion, for a relationship to come in. That could be the balance. That could be it. Wow. And your reconciliation is happening? Let me know. Let me know if it does. Could be. Hang on. I've lost a card. Here it is. You got date. Meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, planning and setting a date. It's still very much reunion energy, so someone coming into your life. As I said, reunion can be past life. Someone, a soul connection kind of thing coming in. Not necessarily someone from this lifetime that you knew in the past, you know. Could be that too. Let's get one of these out for you, Cancer. Freedom. Wow, setting yourself free from all the baggage. You've got a big release this week for sure. You've got freedom coming in. That's awesome. You're releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Yes, you are, Cancer. That's awesome. You've been the best so far. Leo, I'm so sorry I missed you out last week. I didn't mean it. It doesn't mean anything. I just forgot it. There's no meaning behind it. A couple of you asked me that. What does it mean that you left Leo out? It doesn't mean anything. Because whenever you ask rhetorical questions like that, I get an answer. It's how I work, and there was no answer to that. It doesn't mean anything. I just forgot. Sorry. So this reunion, you're waiting for what? To get you into balance? You're waiting for the wake up to create it. You're waiting for the divine masculine to wake up. You're waiting for something to wake up inside of yourself as well. So there's something that you need to move forward on in yourself too. That you need to wake up in yourself. Probably something like a passion or something that you're interested in from your past, from your childhood. It could be, Leah, to wake up and start creating in that. So get on with your own stuff. Get that balance in yourself. You could be waiting too much for a relationship, and it's like get on with your work or get on with the passion project. Get on with something you love doing. You know, that kind of thing. Wow, what's this release? What's this release? It's self-love and initiate. It's time to put yourself first. Make your full-time job be you. Put yourself on a pedestal and love yourself as much as possible. Make looking after you, the most important thing in your life. So much will flow from that. Emotions too. Now, defrosting your heart. What's this about for you, Leah? Yes. You're on track. So you felt kind of down on yourself. Maybe that's why I missed you out. So you could feel a victim energy last week. Did you feel a victim energy last week, or were you just like, oh, you just forgot? Yeah, don't be down on yourself. You are actually on track. You're a little bit too hard on yourself here. So just keep on creating and putting yourself out there. Creating a project, creating a business, creating a hobby, creating anything, creating something in your home, creating a meal. Just getting on with that stuff. It's not that different an energy as creating a relationship too. So give us more on Leo and love life this week. Leo's love life. What about Leo and the love life? Oh, that's too many. You're calling in your soulmate though. One of those cards that fell down separated itself out. You're calling in your soulmate, Leo. Bringing them in now. Calling out. Your energy's calling out there to them. I'm ready. That kind of thing. So that's that initiation phase. The self-love is going to be key. You know how I said, it's how we're loving ourselves. It's what we create in the world. It's not what we're giving out to others. It's what we're giving to ourselves, how we feel about ourselves. You need to feel better about yourself, Leo. The Phoenix, yes, transformation out of the flames, a new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. You're in a big turnaround this week of how you're feeling about yourself, how you're thinking about yourself. Doing that self-love thing. Calling in your soulmate, like, I'm getting ready now, I'm getting ready now. What about your heart, Leo? Purpose. Yes. See, I told you. You've got to get on with your purpose now. It's creating something in your life. Like create some money for yourself, or decorate your kitchen, or start a new business, or start a new project, or start a new hobby. Just like get on with something for yourself. Don't be so focused on what's not happening and what you're missing out of your life, especially relationships. Get on purpose with something. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love for yourself in anything. Do something great for yourself this week, Leo. Virgo, what about you? Virgo, what about this reconciliation and waiting, this balance? What are you waiting for? You to detach from something or someone. Step by step, it's a slow process, Virgo. You're still waiting to detach from someone so you can have this reconciliation. So you could be wanting to get into a new relationship, but you're still letting go of the old relationship somehow. And it's slow, but you're detaching. So just go with that process. It does take time. We can't rush anything. We can't rush the detachment process. We can't rush grieving. We can't rush forgiveness. We can't rush any of it. We can't rush gratitude either. What about this emotional release for you? Lots of clearing for you. Lots of clearing to open up your heart. That's not telling us much, is it? We knew that anyway. You've got all kinds, and I think it's connected with this detachment process that you're going through, leaving something or someone behind, maybe a lot of things behind at the moment, so that you can be open, so you can open your heart. Oh, Virgo, I'm feeling for you. There's a lot, you've got a lot going on here, in your heart especially. Now, what about this defrosting your heart, the divine timing for that? Oh, this is good. It's kind of reversed around for you, this. You've got to do that emotional release stuff. And then defrosting your heart is about gratitude and getting what you want. You try and do it the other way around is what I'm hearing. You try and manifest by, how I just said, you can't force gratitude. You've been trying to do that, force gratitude for what it is that you want before it's there. And instead you've got to detach and go through this emotional process, and then the gratitude comes naturally. And then you'll get what you want from that. And you'll actually feel grateful because you're getting what you want instead of trying to force gratitude to get what you want. That acting as if thing, you can't do that. You've got to go through this process, this detachment process, and feeling it and releasing those emotions. So you do have a lot going on. It could have been finances and career there, but let's see. Wow. Okay, you've got past life relationship. You did get finances and career. I was feeling that there is something in that, so there's something to focus on there. But this is your real card, Virgo. You've got past life relationship here. You've known each other before. You've got someone from a past life. So this reunion is, you may be detaching from a lot of things to be with this person that you feel a very strong connection to from a past life. Instant recognition, that kind of thing. Someone that you've met and you're like, yeah, they're my person. It's important for you, that Virgo, to trust that feeling someone's important to you. It doesn't mean it's your twin flame. It doesn't mean it's going to last forever, by the way. It just means they are important to you. You know, I had that feeling with my ex when I first saw him on this island, saw him riding around. I knew it straight away. Like, that person is important to me. I didn't think he was my soulmate or my twin flame or anything. And he's been important to me. We're actually roommates for a while now, and we're very close now. So you do have a past life relationship with someone here that might be instigating all of these changes within you. Ooh, it might be more than that, in fact. You've got Cupid's arrow, having faith, love is coming, surprise, invitational meeting, hesitation. The arrow here, wanting to move forward, but a hesitation, pulling back that thing. Are you ready to go forward? Are you ready to go forward? You're still detaching. I don't know, it's up to you. It's up to you. You are creating something amazing here with this past life relationship. Definitely go for it, even if it's a lesson relationship or a roommate or a soulmate or a twin flame, whatever it is. Just let it be what it is. So go with it. We have these past life connections for a good reason. We feel that connection for a good reason. Don't shy away from lesson relationships. Just let it be what it is. Virgo. Let's get a heart card out for Virgo. Elevation. You're making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. Taking it to the next level. It's the stuff that you're leaving behind. So you had a past. You're detaching from all lower vibration stuff and you're stepping up now. I feel like this past life relationship, whoever it is that's coming to your life and you're feeling this past life relationship connection with, they're at another vibration and you've got to leave all that past behind. So yeah, there's an elevation kind of an energy with them. That's why you feel this wanting to move forward with it, wanting the pull to move forward with it. So you're having to do that detachment and that emotional release. Virgo. Libra, what about you? What's this about? This reunion, waiting for this reunion, getting into balance thing. What is it about for you? It's about recognizing your brilliance, what you're really good at, your good points, what you bring to a relationship especially. Libra, you're all about balance, and I feel like the person that you're going to be bringing in is going to be a balance to you because of that. Like, some people bring in someone that's very similar to them. Some people bring in someone that's kind of not complete opposites, because your vibration is going to be high, but there's going to be characteristics about you that are complementary, you know? Like, one person might be very analytical, the other person very intuitive, that kind of thing. And in order to get into a relationship like that, which I feel is what your reunion is going to be, whether you've met this person before or not, whether it's just a past life thing, they're going to be a balance to you. And so in order to bring a relationship like that, you need to appreciate your strength and courage, what you're brilliant at, what you bring into a relationship, to honor that, because then when you're honoring that, the person that will honor that too comes in, the one that's that match to you. Interesting. You might have been making that wrong about yourself, and you might have been trying to get a little bit too balanced in a way. That's saying that you don't need to be too balanced in yourself, Libra, because you can have balance in the relationship, which just seems like wrong guidance to me as a Taurus, Aries, Gemini, Capricorn. But it's right for you, is what I'm hearing, Libra. We're all different, right? We've all got different paths to this love. What about your emotional release? What's all that about? Okay, sex and trust yourself. So you've got an emotional release about a grey area about sex is what I'm getting. Maybe somebody got triggered and hurt because of the triggers and hurt that they've got, and then they kind of pinned it on you, and they think that you did something to them, but really it was that they were triggered and hurt because they were hurt, they were wounded. And it's a grey area there. Did you actually hurt them, or were they just hurt? You know what I mean? It's like, if I said to you, Libra, you're so selfish. No, that's not a good example. If I said, Libra, I don't know what to say. Some people will get triggered by me saying something when it was never intended to hurt. It's just a fact kind of thing, you know, from where I see it, but it was never meant to hurt. Well, some people can get highly offended. You see it, like people are getting triggered or everyone's trying to be politically correct to try and wrap the wounded in cotton wool instead of saying to the wounded, come on, heal yourself, stop it. Stop being so sensitive and triggered, heal yourself. Heal thyself, you know. So it's you may be not trusting yourself in relationships because you feel guilty for somebody getting triggered by some of your behavior. Very specific. Very specific, but you need to let that go. You need to let the emotions of that go. Don't take that on. So you've probably been around wounded people, which means you've been with wound mates, you've been around wounded people, you've been wounded yourself. We all have. Yes, healing and play. So how are you going to defrost your heart? You've still got some healing to do yourself, of course. You've been around wound mates, wounded people, triggered people, sensitive people, people that take offense at anything, everything. Take issue in anything that anyone says. That's racist, that's this, that's that. No, it's not. You're just wounded. You're very wounded. You're very sensitive. Don't get me wrong, that sensitivity does have its positive sides too, but that's a negative expression of it, right? You've experienced a lot of that, maybe in yourself and around you as well. So you're healing from that and getting more playful about it. But getting more playful about life, lightening up. It's not so serious to be triggered and all the. Okay, let's get some romance out for you, Libra. What's going on in your romantic life? Romantic feelings is going on in your romantic life. So you're being stirred. Your heart's being stirred. That's what I heard. Yeah, maybe you've been a little bit cold, like a cold dead fish lately with your romantic feelings, and your heart's getting stirred now. So it is healing, play and healing that's going to defrost your heart. Yes. Your heart is getting stirred, woken up again. That's nice. Someone could be coming into your life. It could be someone like, oh, I'm attracted to someone. I haven't been attracted to someone in a long time. Well, you got the divine timing card out here, the clock. Need time takes time, in time cycles, time to heal. Progress. You're making progress with that. And so romantic feelings. Oh, yes, you are making progress if your heart's been like a cold dead fish for a while, and then it's like, oh, I'm feeling. Don't resist that. Let's get some heart stuff out for you. Some heart guidance for you. Oh, yes. Heart guidance. Unity. You're not an island. None of us are. We're part of a collective. Unity. Yeah, okay. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. So I was hearing that you might have been disconnecting yourself. Yeah, so your heart might have been like a cold dead fish for a while. You could have been alone for a while and not had any love or romantic feelings. You could have been in a relationship and not felt anything for a while. And the romantic feelings have been stirred again. Your heart's been activated again. And it's because of this unity. It's almost like you've been in an energy of disconnecting yourself from your heart because you've felt like there's something wrong with you, or like you need to stick in a union that's you're not feeling anything with. You've been putting up with some kind of an energy because you haven't realized your brilliance and what you bring to a relationship. It could be that you've been staying in a relationship trying to heal it, trying to fix it, sticking with it, and until your heart is like a cold dead fish. A cold dead fish. You deserve more than that, and so this is good. It's like being released from that now. That heavy energy of being closed down. Wow. Scorpio, what about you? What are you waiting for? This reunion. What the balance? What is it though? Not feeling good enough. So how do you get in balance to have this reunion of souls? Reunion of souls. I'm not talking about a reunion from a past lover in this lifetime here. This is telling me that I'm not talking about that for you, Scorpio, because that wasn't good enough for you, because you were not feeling good enough. That one that you're thinking about, like, oh yeah, I'm getting a reading with that. No, you're not. That was you not feeling good enough. You need to be still and be quiet now. There's much better out there for you, but you need to realize that you deserve that first, Scorpio. You're holding yourself at a lower vibration, not feeling good enough. It feels to me in your energy, Scorpio, that you've like raised that vibration in lots of parts of your life, and then this one part of your life, it feels like relationships. You've kept it real low. You've kept it like basic, and it should be raised up like the rest of it. It's not that person that you think you're having a reunion with, Scorpio, is what I'm hearing. There's someone much better, but you need to raise yourself up first. So be still, keep quiet, be in meditation, ask yourself, why am I letting my relationship be like rock bottom, shitty, when the rest of my life is so amazing? You see, you know what I said about the Queen of Pentacles here, holding that energy, being in balance? I feel like you've got that, but then relationship is down here still. Your expectations of it and what you think you deserve and all of that, you're still thinking you deserve shitty, is what I heard. So what's this emotional release for you? Oh, innocent and soft and open. You're like a little kid, Scorpio, in the development of you emotionally in relationships. That's why it's down there. So this innocent card, it's like a childlike innocence. It's almost like you've got to start off from that point that you're at, of being a kid and learning about relationships and then taking yourself through all the different stages. You're just at the start of your relationship journey. You might have been pretending that you know it all and that you're on top of it, but you're not. You're right at the start of it. So let you be soft and open. And so this tells me that there's been some early wounding gone on, and it's kept you at that stage in your heart. The little Scorpio that's in your heart is still at that very babyish stage of relationships and hasn't grown up. Wow. So it feels to me, Scorpio, like you need to do some mourning for that little kid that was hurt. Something to do with relationships, and it feels like a small child to me. So it could be about like a parental relationship or a carer's relationship, not about you. I mean, what would your relationship be as a kid? I'm not talking about your parental relationship. I'm not talking about your relationship with a parent. This is about relationships, romantic relationships. So it's an idea that you got from watching relationships. Wounding, shut down, stayed at that age. When we get wounded like that, we get scared, we stop growing up emotionally. Inner child work to do, Scorpio, for you. What about defrosting your heart? Communicate and relax. Again, I'm getting this same. You need to grow up in the relationship aspect and communicate it and relax. It's almost acknowledging that you're right at the start of that journey, acknowledging like, oh, I don't know the first thing about relationships. I've never grown up in that aspect. I've been not pretending, but being what's that thing where you fake it until you make it? I've been faking it till I make it. You know, someone that pretends that they know what they're doing when they don't know what they're doing, and then you suddenly admit to yourself, oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just starting this journey. I've kept myself at a really low level. I realize that if you do that and then relax about it, make it be okay that you're just starting off on this journey, you're gonna go really fast through it, through those stages. Wow, that will defrost your heart. It's like a kid putting on the dad's suit and going, I'm a businessman. It's that kind of thing, but like a little kid putting on your dad's suit, saying, I know what to do in relationships. It is like a pretend thing, isn't it? You can do it for real. You can do it for real instead. It's hard when we've got to do that, when we've got to like admit that we don't know the first thing about something and we've kept ourselves at a really low level. It takes a lot of courage to do that, to admit to ourselves that we're a beginner in a certain area. Express your love. This is to your inner child, Scorpio, to your inner child. So in relationships, this is interesting what I just got from that. In relationships, you might have been getting involved with people that are like a child to you, when in reality your energy has been that child, but you've pretended to be the parent. That's the mask, pretending to be the parent, and then I'm in control of this, and very much a parent. I'm getting a lot from this card, and a lot from all of these cards in your energy. So express your love, make them the romantic gesture. Express your love to your inner child first, and let them grow up, and then it'll happen faster than you think. Wow, Scorpio, it's deep. Coffee cup. Meeting, conversing. Again, express your love. This is talking about something. Savoring in the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. It's talking about something, admitting something. It might be to an ex, having a chat with them, saying, I didn't know what I was doing back then. I didn't really know what I was feeling. I'm not sure I even do know what I'm feeling. It feels like I'm just starting out. It feels like I don't know the first thing about relationships. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just plugging my way through. I thought I felt that, but I wasn't. Looking back, I wasn't really feeling it. It's that kind of a conversation. It's like 100% honest, and it might just be having a cup of coffee with yourself and saying that. It's so powerful when we do that, when we realize, when we admit to ourselves that we don't know the first thing about what we're doing. It's like I've got no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of blagging it. And I'd really like to master this rather than pretend I've mastered it by being in control. By being in control. I'm pretending that I've mastered it by being in control, but that's not really mastering it. Scorpio. Acceptance is what you've got here. You're ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Let it happen for you. You're going to be loved, Scorpio. You've experienced controlling the other, controlling the I don't think you've even felt real love or been loved. I think a lot of us haven't. Wow, you're going to. Should you accept this mission? Sagittarius, what about you? What is this balance you need to get into this reunion kind of thing? Innocent completion. Oh, very interesting. So Sagittarius, you've got this wanting to remain in a childlike energy and almost be the child in the relationship, wanting to receive kind of thing, and wanting to be taken care of. And this is saying like that needs to be over now. Get yourself into balance, be more responsible for yourself rather than leaning on a partner, and that's going to make you accessible to a really good relationship. See, they're so different for each star sign. It's a good thing that I do this, don't you think? The emotional expression to get you ready to be this stable King of Pentacles thing. You've got release, guilt, and touch. Right, so you've got guilt of impacts that you've had on people's lives. It very well could be about what I just said then. So you might be feeling guilty about being a little bit babyish and leaning on past partners, and then feeling guilty about that. Like, oh God, why did I do that? Why didn't I sort that thing inside of myself? Why didn't I take responsibility for that? Why did I put it all on them? That kind of thing. So you've got a bit of holding a bit of guilt. That's what needs to be released. It's okay. You're just learning. But don't do it again, Release that guilt, otherwise you will do it again. Whenever we hold those bad feelings in, we do it again. We just manifest it all over again. Now, what about this defrosting your heart? How are you going to do it? It is flowing. Stop telling yourself that it's not flowing. It is flowing. You're learning a lot. We've all got our different paths. Your path isn't the same as everyone else's. So it's not true you're saying that this isn't flowing. It's not happening for me. Why is it not happening for me? It's happening for everyone else. It's not happening for everyone else. We're all going through our different paths. It's happening for those that are doing the work. You the same. So defrost your heart. You're making up excuses. That's what it's saying. You're making up excuses for it not happening for you, it not manifesting for you. About your love life? Forgiving and learning you've got here. So you're having to forgive yourself and learn from your past experiences and relationships, forgive them and learn from it as well. There's been a lot of leaning, codependency, no, not codependency, a lot of leaning More dependency than codependency. Codependency is different. You've had a bit of dependency going on in your relationship, a little bit too much leaning on each other, not being that Queen of Pentacles, being in your independence, not being in that Nine of Pentacles energy of having everything sorted in yourself and then getting into a relationship. And that's all right, you know, but no, it's time to take it to that next level of having that independence. So you're forgiving and learning from your past relationships there, or maybe a current relationship. Give us more, Sag. Ascending, yes you are. You're ascending, you're taking things to the next level, you're raising your vibration in this area, you're learning from the past, you're forgiving. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. You're preparing for union, you're getting yourself ready. Heart stuff for Sag. Tolerance. Tolerance, you appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. See, I was getting that. You're just on a different path than other people. You're on a similar path to other people, but you keep on looking at other people thinking you're going wrong because your path is different than theirs, but your path is just different than theirs. It is flowing for you. Just follow your own path. Follow your own path. Sagittarius. Capricorn, what about you? What's this balance so that you can have this reunion? You sexy thing, Capricorn. Sex, I am that. So you've been denouncing sex, or you've been denouncing, or maybe you've had very highly sexual relationships that haven't been about anything else, and you're like, okay, I don't want that. This is about incorporating that your sexual side into it. So you don't have a list like for your ideal partner saying missing sex out of it. You want great sex with it, right? You might be missing sex off your list, great sex off that list, because you had great sex with someone and the rest of the relationship wasn't great. Well, so what? Doesn't mean, it's like saying, oh, I had a relationship with someone with blonde hair. And then they were a narcissist, so I don't want anyone with blonde hair anymore because they're all narcissists. No, they're not. You're lumping together your sex life with something else that you didn't like. Don't do that. You sexy thing. Get that balance, is what it's saying. Get that balance in yourself, your sexual balance. What about this? Releasing emotions to be ready to be the Queen of Pentacles. You've got joy and take the risk. Yeah, Capricorn. Owning this, that you like that. You like taking risks. The devil, after all, you like taking risks. You like pushing the frontiers. You like triggering people, that kind of thing. That's okay. It's like owning your dark side. There's taking the risk, and I'm finding the joy in what you do actually find joy in, and stop judging it based on other people's judgments. If a Cancer or a Pisces talk to you and they could judge you harshly, Capricorn, you're the devil, you're doing the wrong things there. You shouldn't find joy in that, Capricorn. Well, deal with them, literally. It's your path. Again, it's your path. You've got a unique path. Oh, that's what I was saying to Sagittarius. You've got a unique path though. Not again, you've got a unique path, but similar to Sagittarius, you've got a unique path. And this suggests to me that you need to do more of that shadow work, Capricorn, and realize that it's okay to find joy in the things that actually naturally give you joy. You don't have to denounce them and say, no, that's the bad side of me. It's not. There's nothing bad inside of us. So defrosting your heart is what? Encouragement and intimacy. Encouraging your kind of intimacy. Different than anyone else's kind of intimacy, and that is okay. What you want from a relationship is going to be so different than your Pisces and your Cancer friends. Just for example. So different. So follow your own path and what you want in a relationship. Intimacy is about you 100% being you. So go for a relationship like that. Don't think it's wrong because it's what you like and other people don't like that. Who cares what they like? You go for a relationship that you like. So you've got this, your heart's closed to someone that you want to be with because you're pretending that you don't want to be with them. In your romantic life, you've got honeymoon, Capricorn, you've got honeymoon. That's amazing energy. So you could have someone like stood right in front of you going, Capricorn, you love me. I'm exactly what you want. And you're like, no, I don't want someone as sexy as you. I don't want someone that makes me feel joyful like you. I shouldn't want that. I should want what that Pisces wants over there. Or, it could be right in front of you. You could get into a relationship with them right away and have this beautiful honeymoon time. Capricorn, I do feel like a lot of you have got your ideal partner right in front of you. You're probably like, what's wrong with Capricorn? Why aren't they choosing me? Because you've got blonde hair. You're too sexy. They're too attracted to you. You're too right for them. You're making them feel too much joy, and that must be wrong. Start with the self-judgment. You got, I like you. There's someone right in front of you. Someone likes you. You like them too if you just admit it. Romance is blooming, fun flirting, want a date. You got someone stood right in front of you, waiting. They're probably like, what's wrong with Capricorn? We're perfect for each other. What's wrong with Capricorn? Why don't they like me? They like you. Wild. Self-love. That's why. You see, you're judging yourself instead of loving yourself. That's why. You need to love yourself more. Self-love. You realize that the love of self is necessary to love another. You can't love this person that's right in front of you and have this honeymoon with them until you realize that it's like to love what you love. Loving yourself is loving what you love and it being okay. Interesting, isn't it? Because Capricorn, you're the devil. You're the one that should be like so good at the shadow work. But are you, or are you resisting it? You're judging it. The dark side of yourself. Interesting. Aquarius, what about you? What's this balance to have this reunion that you're waiting for? It's about trusting the divine plan of it all, the mystery of it. You've been trying to control it, Aquarius, or preempt it, or know what was going to happen. And the universe is like, you can't know. You can't know, Aquarius. You've got to be open to it. There's something magical. It's like you're restricting the magic. It could be so magical. Aquarius. And you are heard. What you want is heard. The universe wants to bring it to you, but you kind of controlling it and squishing it in a box in a way by wanting to know what's going to come. So the balance is in opening up to inevitable is just what I heard, the inevitable, which is different than what you're trying to get. It's like you're trying to manifest something being heard. I want this and that, and I want them to be this and that, and not this and not that, and you're constricting it so much that the inevitable can't get to you. The one that's actually right for you can't get to you because you want to know. It's not that you want to know, it's that you want to not predict it. You want to control it. You want to manifest it to be exactly what you want. And you know why you want to do that, Aquarius? Because you don't want it to trigger you. You don't want to you've still got healing to do. You want to keep it inside your comfort zone. That's what it is. I don't want someone that's going to trigger me in this way. I don't want someone that's got that. Because I don't want to heal myself, so I want them to have the right conditions in them so that they don't trigger me, so I don't have to do the work on myself. That's exactly what it is. So it's not that you're not being heard by the universe, it's that you're trying to make it so specific because you're trying to avoid pain. So there's a lot of balance to be found inside of yourself there. But now's your time. Happy birthday, Aquarius. So the emotions that you need to let go of, what is it? All kinds of things. All kinds of things. This is interesting. Express your emotions, but keep it to yourself. It's not saying be still, keep quiet, like suppress it down, push it down, don't shed those tears, don't yell. It's saying shed those tears, but not at someone. Yell, but not at someone. Keep it to yourself. Process these emotions. It's not about them, it's about you releasing the emotions. You're on track to that, but release those emotions. All of that stuff, you've got a lot of it to release, a lot of emotional stuff to release. You don't need to go and talk to that person. You don't need to go and try and put it on them. This is not about taking that heavy load of emotion that you've got inside of you and heaping it on someone else. This is about you letting it out of yourself by yourself. The healing work can only be done by yourself alone, Aquarius. You are actually on track, but stop getting other people involved. You might be trying to resolve things with other people. There's a lot of avoidance in this energy. You're trying to sort things out by avoidance, by putting it on someone else, or wanting to sort it out with them instead of just sorting it outside and sorting it out inside of yourself. So yeah, a lot of emotional stuff to let go of there, but you need to do it alone and kind of in the quiet by yourself, you know. So yell and cry and just let all that emotions out. Is about you releasing it. Now, what about this melting your heart business, defrosting your heart, being willing to detach from others? Like I said, I was getting that. You want to put it on others. You want to involve them. You want to involve them in your healing process. You're trying to make it about them and not standing sovereign as yourself and it being all about you. Time to get selfish. Time to be alone. Time to really be this Queen of Pentacles. Get to that point of being the Queen of Pentacles, which requires you to be the Queen of Swords first. Detach. Be willing to detach from everybody else. Some alone time for you. Best time to do it, right? Well, it's your time, Aquarius. You could move fast forward through this. Just detach from others. It's not about them. Your relationships with others are just a reflection of yourself, your relationship with yourself. Sort it out in yourself. You'll have whole new, different relationships, different way of being with people. You won't need to restrict what you want so that it doesn't trigger you. Okay, your love life this week, Aquarius. I could have said a lot more then, but I was just told, okay, leave it at that. Video's getting long. It's not for that reason. It's just enough for you already. Let go of control issues. See? Trying to control it, trying to restrict it to the comfort zone, trying to sort external conditions out in other people and everything else so that you feel comfortable, so that you're not triggered, because you don't want to heal yourself, you don't want to look at yourself, you don't want to release the emotions. You're making it about everyone else. That's control. Making it about everyone else. You've probably got codependency going on, putting it on everyone else, so involved with everyone else's life, not looking at yourself, that kind of thing. Don't do it, Aquarius. Don't. Focus on yourself. Could be having some major awakenings. That would be ideal for Aquarius right now. I mean, just perfect energies for that, you know. Let's get some more about this. Aquarius. You've got like so many planets as well at the moment in your sign too. Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. You're breaking up old patterns here, persistent patterns that are just not working for you at all. It's codependency, it's control, it's all of that lumped together. So your heart journey, give us more for Aquarius' heart journey. Present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. By yourself, in your current circumstances. It's not coming from outside of you, it's coming from inside of you, Aquarius. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. It's time to bring it all back in, spend time alone, find it from within yourself, by yourself. That could cause a crash in you, a crash of loneliness. It's like hermit away, hibernate kind of thing. Yes, it's going to cause a crash. It could cause loneliness. It could cause all kinds of feelings within you, but that will be your crash to awaken you and to actually heal it, and then you can let go of those control issues and have an awesome life and awesome relationships instead of these controlled, safe relationships that you've been trying to have. And finally, Pisces, what have we got for you? What's this reunion? Waiting for this reunion, getting into balance for you, Pisces. Interesting. A fulfilling connection. Okay, so there's an element of energy here of Pisces having settled for less than you really want, just putting up with something that you don't, it's not really ideal for you, it's not really fulfilling for you, but it's good enough kind of thing. It's like, oh, I feel something for them, so that's good enough. But it's not good enough, is it? It's not good enough, because there are things about that relationship or that connection that aren't good enough for you, but you're ignoring that. Don't ignore it. You can have ideal for you. So this is about you getting into balance and being honest with yourself, Pisces, and realizing They're not the be all and end all. They don't have it all. They don't have the full picture for you. They're not the right person for you. And you could be so much more fulfilled. You could receive a whole lot more from them, from that person. It feels like you're idealizing somebody. It could be an ex. It could be someone that you're with at the moment who is not actually right for you. They're not really fulfilling you. And you know that. Deep down, you know that. You just need to admit to that. And that will get you into the balance then when you start focusing on what would really fulfill you. Getting focused on that, going in that direction. It's like, oh yeah, someone like that would be much better for me. And that's unique to you. Right. You might want to, Pisces, you might want to listen to Capricorn's reading because I mentioned you quite a few times in Capricorn's reading, and it's kind of the opposite but similar. Just watch Capricorns. I don't know, you might get something from that. So what's this releasing the emotions thing about the past? You've got respect and appreciate self. Respect. Bending over backwards for other people to gain respect from them isn't necessarily good for you, Pisces. You need to appreciate yourself more than that and put yourself first, so loving yourself more. So it can make us feel good to bend over backwards and almost break our back for someone else. It can make us feel righteous and kind of nobly good, and yeah, righteous is the right word for that. That's not necessarily the best energy, is it? Especially if you've sacrificed yourself. This is saying to me that you've sacrificed yourself for other people, Pisces, and it's not good. It's enabling behavior, that. So feel what you're going to do now this week, hopefully, Pisces, if this is your mission, should you be willing to accept it, is to actually feel what it actually did to you. Not just go, oh yeah, I feel good because I did that good thing, that righteous thing of putting them above me and doing something for them, even though I forfeited myself and my own well-being. It's actually like, yeah, that felt really shit. That kind of destroyed me. It broke my back, bending over backwards for them. It's admitting to yourself what your patterns of behavior of putting other people first and not letting people fulfill you completely it's like disrespecting yourself. You need to feel it. How you've disrespected yourself is what it is, so that you can fully feel that appreciation and respect for yourself. Heavy. I feel like I've just been bitten by a mosquito. What's this? Oh, lordy. Okay, Pisces, how are you going to defrost your heart? You're down on yourself. Look, you're blaming yourself for this lack of fulfillment. You think it's something wrong with you, so you're accepting this lack of fulfilling relationships. You're settling. I got that energy straight away. You're settling. You're trying to settle for less, and the universe will not have it. Your higher self will not have it. Like Pisces, you're with the wrong person. You're trying to settle with the wrong person because you're blaming yourself. You feel bad about yourself. Let it go. Let it go. You deserve way more. Go for much more than that. You deserve to have a fulfilling for you relationship. And before you can even ask for that or know what that is, you need to feel the crap that you've been putting yourself through with all this settling and bending over backwards for other people. You need to feel how it's actually been hurting you. Feel that. Admit to it. It's been hurting you. Free yourself. Pisces, free yourself from that. You've been taking a lot of burden. You've been penning yourself in like that. Set yourself free to have a good time, fulfilling relationships for you. Engagement ring. Because this could move forward. Someone could commit to you, or you could allow yourself to commit. Okay, Pisces, if you've had problem committing to people, it's because you haven't got the right people around you. Because you've been settling. You can't commit to the people that aren't right for you. Your higher self just won't let you do it. There's a union waiting for you, one that's right for you, Pisces, but it's not in the people that are around you at the moment. Ownership. Owning yourself, owning what you deserve. Ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. You need to be 100% feeling what you've been doing to yourself in not being authentic, in choosing to settle with the less than you deserve. This is a big wake-up call for you, Pisces, this week, to raise your standards. Stop doing those things that are hard on yourself, being in those patterns with people that don't fulfill you, Go for what it is you actually want. It's kind of a common theme for a lot of the signs this week as well. So you acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike. Just learn from everything that you've been through, but let that emotion out and then choose better for yourself. Choose much more for yourself, Pisces. There we have it. That's all of them done. If you watched me right to the end, all the way through all of them, good on you. Thank you. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for your likes and your subscribes and your shares and all of that good stuff. Now I'm going to open this parcel. I'm excited. And I will do a video on all that stuff as well that I'm using. I don't know why, but I just feel like doing that, so I'm gonna. Because I like to give myself the best things, and I like to share that too, if I think it's gonna be good for other people too. Thank you, everybody. Have an amazing week. Life-changing week is what I'm hearing. See you next time. Bye.